Wisdom. Empowerment. Urban Family Talk.
So here's what I want to do real quick. We've got 3 clips from Andy Mineo. Probably one of the most important clips that I want you to hear is the one where he basically disses Bizzle. Y'all know we played that that Bizzle song. It was his response to Macklemore after you had homosexuals getting married on primetime television. And so he didn't get a lot of support from the Christian rap community at all, at least not publicly. But now here you go. One of the first things to be heard publicly, one of the first things to be heard on the world stage is Mineo basically dissing Bizzle. And so you know what, Will, let's just do that. Let's just go ahead and jump to clip 3, I believe it is. It's the last segment of the interview that Andy Mineo is doing with the griot, and he's asked a question about Bizzle's song. So let's go ahead and run that clip.
One of the things that's been one of the bigger themes over the past year within African-American culture and hip-hop culture has been homosexuality within the hip-hop community. Bizzle recently got into a lot of trouble for having a response, quote-unquote, to Macklemore, who's been the golden boy, you know, one of the rising stars within the genre for his song Same Love. So please, I would like to know your feelings about that and how you feel about people putting out their personal truths when it comes to their music and hip-hop. Yeah, so that's always a sticky thing, the homosexuality conversation is a big conversation, and it's one that pushes. It's a hot button topic. It pushes buttons that evoke a lot of strong emotion in it because a lot of people identify who they are, their whole identity in their sexuality. Agreed. I think it's always a difficult thing to address very weighty and deeply pressing issues that people have on a 3-minute rap song. I have to think through those things in a way that says, you know, is this the time and the place to be able to unpack everything that I believe, you know, in my personal beliefs, in my music, and is it going to be helpful for people? At the end of the day, I want to create music that's going to be helpful for people. It's going to uplift them. It's going to point them in a direction. But my music is not in any way going to be able to sit down with somebody and have a conversation. Right. It's one directional, and so I think addressing topics like that on rap records might not be the best place.
Oh, man. Anybody else sick?
Yeah.
Anybody else sick?
He's not standing.
Yeah.
Man, here is the deal. Let me tell. I want somebody to call and tell me a time when rap or hip hop wasn't your personal truth. Tell me a time when rap or hip hop wasn't your personal truth. Tell me when you were speaking somebody else's truth.
Yeah.
Cause that's what it is, right? It's your conviction. It's your life set to music.
Right.
Supposedly. Okay. So how do you have a person like Andy Mineo come along and say, I don't know if hip hop is the vehicle by which you want to communicate your personal truth. I don't know if that's the time or the place to unpack, and he's speaking for himself, to unpack what I believe. So my question is, then what have we been getting from you?
Yeah.
What somebody else believes?
Yeah.
Have you been singing and rapping to us what Lecrae told you? If you're saying that your rap, your hip hop is not the place for you to unpack your personal beliefs, and you don't think a 3-minute song is enough time for you to do that, what you personally believe, what have you been singing? What have you been rapping? What I don't understand who you are. And so to me, I'm saying don't buy your stuff. Don't, if it's not your truth, if you don't really believe what you've been saying, if that's not truth, you understand what I'm saying?
Yep.
Then why do we need to? You're being disingenuous. We don't need to buy your stuff.
And I agree.
That means you're a faker.
I agree. You know, the thing is, though, people are still gonna buy his stuff, and Christians. You know, they can just push past this and say, oh, I kind of get what he's saying. You know, when you have Macklemore who did it on a song and express his views about homosexuality, so why can't you come back with a song like Bizzle did and express your views about it?
And dude, that's the whole point of the platform,
right?
You're not a pastor. You're not we're preachers, but you're not a preacher. You're not an evangelist. You know, you don't travel the world preaching on stages. You're a rapper, dude. Like rap. That is your platform. I mean, that's how you communicate.
You did not have Macklemore come back out and say, man, I'm sorry if this offended anybody. I know I don't have enough time to sit down and have an individual conversation. No, you know what he did? He led with the message and let the art catch up. That's what Macklemore did, okay? While you sitting back leading with the art and letting the message catch up, Macklemore is leading with a message. That's what all the world is doing. All the world is leading with its message. It's pushing back on the church. And the church tries to be so palatable and so lovable by the world. The world hates you. The world hates you.
That's right.
And as soon as we understand that, we're going to do battle more effectively, because right now we're failing. We're losing. We have people dying in battle right now because they expected it to be a friendly war. When has war ever been friendly? This is war.
Come on.
This is war.
Yep.
And we have people like Mineo, who's soup-mouthed and backboneless and spineless, saying stuff like this, making the world feel like if we are not lovable, then we're not who Christ wanted us to be. That's a lie.
That's a lie.
That's a lie. You don't have to love me. Jesus Christ loves me. He demonstrated it by dying on the cross that you now try to distance yourself from. Don't play with me.
Come on.
This battle is real.
Yes.
This battle is real, and there will be casualties. And guess what, Mineo? It's not going to be me. We're not buying your records anymore.
Come on. Nope.
I'm done with you.
Done.
If your truth is not in your music, then you are a phony. Do
That's
you
right.
have a ghostwriter? It's certainly not the Holy Ghost.
All right, let's wrap it up, Meeke.
You've been listening to Aaron the Addisons. Until next time.
God bless.
Urban Family Talk. Urban Family Talk.